Within all industries, the transparency and availability of pricing information is critical to the ability of the market participants to carry out their operations, develop business forecasts, market their products, and manage risk. Such is the case with the dairy industry. There are federal guidelines and procedures instituted for the dairy industry to facilitate market efficiency and price discovery. For those interested in trading CME Group dairy futures and options, it is important to be aware of these factors due to their impact on both cash and futures prices. This module will discuss the Dairy Products Mandatory Pricing Program and the settlement procedures for the CME Group dairy futures contracts. The Dairy Product Mandatory Reporting Program was developed by the USDA to provide more timely, accurate, and reliable pricing data in the Federal Milk Marketing Order formulas. The Federal Milk Marketing Orders mandate the minimum prices that processors are required to pay farmers for milk. Mandatory price reporting became law in 2010 and requires entities to participate in the manufacture and sales of cheese, butter, non-fat dry milk, and dry whey to report transactional information to the USDA's Agricultural Marketing Service, or AMS, via a survey on a weekly basis. The AMS collects the data via a survey that guides manufacturers on what type of sales they should include and which to exclude, as well as the product and type of packaging. The survey also requires the reporting facility to list the plant location that the product is sold from, pounds of product, and total dollars or dollars per pound. Only a manufacturer that processes and markets 1 million pounds of dairy products per year is required to report data. Certain sales, such as an intracompany, resales, and subsidized export sales, are excluded from the survey to ensure that only sales to the first bona fide end users are reported. Under law, each survey response is mandatory and confidential, and subject to verification for accuracy. Only the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture or the U.S. Attorney General has access to the reports for enforcement purposes to ensure compliance with the Dairy Product Mandatory Reporting Program. USDA AMS publishes the weekly product prices and volumes in the National Dairy Product Sales Report, or NDPSR, which is available on the USDA website. The data contained in the weekly NDPSR is used to calculate the monthly class and component prices, which appear in the USDA AMS Announcement of Class and Component Prices report. The monthly class and component prices are then used as the settlement prices for the CME Group dairy futures contract. Rather than calling for the physical delivery of milk or dairy products, CME Group dairy futures contracts are financially settled based upon the USDA AMS monthly class and component prices, as first reported. If for any reason the report is revised, the prices from the initial report are used to settle the contracts. The last trading day for all dairy futures is the day prior to release of the USDA AMS report. USDA AMS uses a specific process to ensure that the correct weekly prices are used to calculate the class component prices included in the monthly report. The prices reported in the Dairy Product Mandatory Pricing Program are used for dual purposes, for the Federal Milk Marketing Order System as well as for the cash settlement procedure for dairy futures. This means that the dairy markets are being actively monitored at two levels. One is at the federal level, where the USDA seeks to ensure that the prices are accurate so that dairy farmers are paid a fair price for their milk. The other is at the CME Group level, where the exchange takes steps to ensure that the settlement prices for dairy futures accurately reflect the market for this vital industry, facilitating their efficiency as risk management and trading tools.